met a little girl with a messy little face.
Welcome to the Virgo full moon and the Pluto-Uranus grand finale. There is so much happening in March. As you enter March, there's this wonderful Jupiter-Uranus trine. That's a positive energy flow from Uranus in Aries to Jupiter in Leo. Where that happens for you, go to my astrology forecast for March and I go into detail for each sign. This is a positive energy. It brings opportunity. It brings abundance. It brings new relationship. It brings opportunity for travel, new learning, education, business opportunities, personal opportunities, and it's a fabulous self-growth aspect. Then we have a wonderful Virgo full moon on March 5th. The sun is at almost 15 degrees Pisces and the moon is at 15 degrees Virgo. Full moons are oppositions. Oppositions bring awarenesses to you externally, from your relationships, from your environment. Things that are outside of you reflect back to you insight and understanding into what you need to know depending on where the Virgo full moon falls in your natal chart. I talk about that in your monthly forecast for March, so you can go there and learn about what it means for you personally based on your sun sign or your ascendant sign or your moon sign. For everyone, this is an important moon, and Virgo is about your service to the world, your lifestyle, your health habits, your diet habits, your psychological diet, how you feed yourself mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, how you take care of yourself, how you work, your work style, your work habits. This is a very important time to look at those areas. One thing I notice with some of my clients is they can really overwork themselves, and I've been guilty of this too, where you expect so much from your body, but what are you giving your body back, right? And so you really want to look at that at this full moon happening is, how do I take care of myself? How is my diet? It's really important to be eating power food, food that's alive, food that's fresh, vegetables, meats, fish. Your body is made of protein. So you want to be making sure if your body is saying, I want red meat, you're giving it red meat. If it's saying, I want fish, you're giving it fish. Don't follow stringent diets that say, oh, I can only eat vegetables, or I can only, eat a certain food. The body is the messenger. The body will tell you what it wants. There are cycles where maybe you do need to just be on vegetables. You want to listen to your body and see how it responds with the food you're taking in. You want to be drinking lots of water, clean water. You want to be getting plenty of rest. They have linked sleep. Scientists have linked sleep to all the diseases happening now. So diabetes, cancer, heart attack. If you're not getting proper sleep, then your body can't replenish itself. If you can't knock a flu out of you or a cold out of you, if you've had a cold for weeks, that's your body saying you're not giving me enough sleep. You're not giving me the proper diet. You're not giving me the proper rest. You're doing too much. Too much is going on in your life. Your wealth is in your health. Without your health, what matters? Right? All the money in the world can't matter if you've got some sort of illness you can't cure. The body is the messenger. The body will tell you what it wants. If you want a lot from your body, you have to give your body a lot. Love your body. It's this precious vehicle that's on loan to you. Everything here is on rent. We don't take anything with us when we go, including the body. It's on loan so that you can wear it and fulfill your destiny, fulfill your service to the world, and set a good example for others. so that if you are, working, enormous amounts of hours, you're also, taking really good vitamins, eating really well, exercising. Exercise is so important because it builds muscle, it releases toxins, it strengthens your body. Even when you're resting, you're burning more calories because you worked out. So working out is extremely important. Finding something that you can do and make a commitment to. So this is a wonderful time at the Virgo full moon to look at how you're taking care of yourself and what sort of commitment you can make to you so that you're loving this body and you're giving this body what it needs in order for you to work the hours you want to work or be in relationship, right? A lot of my clients, they'll come in and they'll be like, yeah, I really want to be in a relationship. And, they have really big jobs and that takes up a lot of their life, but they're tired. And, you can't go out on a date and just go, hello, and just fall asleep at the table, right? You want to be fully present. You want to be fully engaged. So look at it that way, right? Is if you want more areas of your life to be active, you don't want to be just a workaholic. You want a personal life too. You have to give your body what it needs so that you're bringing good energy to your relationships and you're getting back from your relationships that good positive energy that you want. This is a wonderful time to look at your habits, your health habits, your diet habits, your work habits, and how are you taking care of you. Powerful Pluto is in positive energy flow with both lights. The sun, it's trining, the moon, the sun, it's sextiling, and the moon, it's trining. So that's a harmonious energy flow. There's no negative aspects on this full moon, on the sun in Pisces or the moon in Virgo. Pluto is saying, regenerate your life, regenerate your health, regenerate your work habits, regenerate you, and you can heal yourself. It's amazing what the body can do. The body can heal itself from anything if you have the desire, if you have the passion. And ambition is overrated. When I coach people, I coach you to find your passion. It's not your job to be CEO or have all these responsibilities or have all these people you have to, be responsible for, unless it's your mission. Don't work at something your heart's not really in. Find your passion. When you find your passion, that's where you're going to be connected. Passion, let passion replace ambition. Find what you're passionate about. When you find what you're passionate about, you're connecting to your soul. And your soul knows your service to the world, your dharma, what you have agreed to do and only you can do. So finding your passion is far more important than going to a job and climbing a ladder that you're really not into, that you're really not, your heart's not in, And so ambition is so overrated. Passion, let passion replace ambition. Find your passion. Find it in your hobbies. Most businesses are started from hobbies. So look at what you love to do. Look what turns you on. That's where you want to be. You want to create your life based around what turns you on, what lights you up, where your passion is. Not everyone's here to be CEOs. Not everyone's here to own their own business. Not everyone's here to have big jobs with tons of responsibility and tons of people reporting to them. Now, if it is your destiny, great, awesome. But if it isn't, don't push yourself into something because you think it's the right thing to do, or you think other people are telling you you should go for it. Listen to your heart. Listen to your soul. Find your passion. What lights you up? What turns you on? Where is your passion? Those are your clues to your divine destiny. You would never be sent here to do something that bores you. You would never be here on earth to do something that doesn't turn you on. You have a unique destiny, you and your twin flame, And whatever that is, you'll know it because you feel connected to it. It resonates with you. It is your passion to do it. You love doing it. Do what you love. Follow your passion, and you will find your point of brilliance. And that is what you do better than anyone else. Use the Pluto, use the full moon to regenerate yourself, regenerate your work, regenerate your health, regenerate your life. Now we're building towards the powerful final Pluto-Uranus square taking place on the 16th of March or the 17th, depending on where you live on the planet. And this is the final square in a series of 7. This is cause for celebration. Yippee! I'm so excited that these two are separating. And they're going to separate after this final square, and they'll be about 5 degrees apart for the rest of the year until about December, and then they'll be about 2 degrees apart. 5 degrees, 2 degrees. And the 2-degree separation is just letting us know they're still hanging around and there's still going to be some transformation still taking place. However, it will not be like it's been since 2008. This energy's been going on, and this is the final square between them, the exact square. So it's going to be very intense. I'm sure you're feeling it. I've been feeling it in February. And once these two start to separate, things will lighten up, the intensity will lessen, and more light will be received on the planet, and more people will be in higher consciousness, and there'll be less of this fanaticism with the ISIS and the war. People that their only solution is war. Watch the people in Congress or in the Senate here in the States who only think war is the solution. They are the ones that are owned by the military corporate elite, not the Pentagon. I'm talking about the corporate dark side to our government that actually has infiltrated our government and is in actual conflict with our good military that don't want to just jump into countries and create conflict. And, some of that does have to do with Saturn and Sagittarius, because Sagittarius rules religion and fanaticism. Fanaticism in any guise is fanaticism, whether it's metaphysical or Christian or Muslim or whatever. Fanaticism is never correct. It's not balanced. You're going to extremes. And some of these people are, promoting this ISIS based on, 12th century rules. Like, oh, it was so great in the 12th century. Well, how would you know? Were you there? Have you done any research into history? The reason that they can say now is so bad is because there's cameras everywhere. There's a camera everywhere. Nobody can get away with anything because we'll have it up on YouTube in 2 minutes. So things are better now than ever. Things are better now than ever for men, women, children on the planet. We do not want to go back to the 12th century. Things were not good then. Things were not easier then. And so this fanaticism will begin to subside as Pluto and Uranus separate, because that energy creates extremism and violence and the excuse of murder and mayhem in the name of some fanaticism. And so this is going to be, a very interesting month, a very intense month, because there's so much happening. Yes, we have Jupiter and Uranus creating this out. So wherever Jupiter is in your chart is where you have a way out. Venus is moving, and she's in Aries. At the time of the Virgo moon, she's coupled with Uranus. So she's sitting with Uranus in Aries. And on the 4th, she squares Pluto. So Venus is pulling together the Pluto-Uranus at the full moon. The full moon itself is not in challenging aspect. However, Venus, the goddess of love, beauty, abundance, relationships, is in challenging aspect to Pluto and she's coupled with Uranus. And so there could be, wide awakenings about your relationships. There could be power struggles. Remember, it takes two to fight. And some battles just aren't even worth your energy. So remember that. If, someone's trying to provoke an argument with you or pull you into an entanglement, walk away, right? Let it go. Let it go. Let go of what's not working for you. Let go of negative relationship. Let go of a negative job situation. Let go of a belief that no longer serves you. Let go of an attitude. Let go of anything that's making you feel bad. Anything that's dragging you down or holding you down. Let it go. And then we have daylight savings time on March 8th. Yes! And Mars is trining Jupiter on the 10th. Jupiter's the way out. Mars is also in Aries. And Mars is going to square Pluto on the 11th and conjunct Uranus on the 11th. So first it's Venus reminding you to look at your relationships, look at your money, look at what you're doing to achieve your goals, and don't get caught up in right fighting, power struggles, guilt, manipulation, hidden agendas, power plays. This is all the Plutonian dark side of the human nature that is coming out here in March. Mars, I don't like him in this aspect because he's squaring Pluto, and this is the fanaticism. This is the ISIS. This is the people that want war and think war is the only solution. It is the last solution. It's not even a solution. If we've learned anything in the last 2,000 years, it doesn't work. Cooperation, patience, win-win. That's what works. Now, Mars is going to square Pluto on the 11th. Watch out for power struggles that day. Whenever those two hook up in a negative way, Mars and Pluto, that's when we marched into Iraq, right? Where did that get us, right? They weren't even remotely related to 9/11. If we had Hussein in there, we wouldn't even have the trouble we have out there now. Not saying I like the guy, but he did keep all those different groups in some sort of harmony. And, so we really need to look at our policies here and, what is going to bring us the best solution to these negative situations. So Mars squaring Pluto on the 11th, this is where we're getting into some really intense area here in March. I think March is a game changer. I think March is the most important month of the year, if not one of the most important months. April is the energies are going to start to dissipate, and once we get past the Libra total lunar eclipse on the 4th of April, the energies are going to start to really calm down, and harmony and peace and prosperity are going to become more agreeable to the masses. In other words, more and more people are waking up going, war's not an answer, killing's not an answer. We want to create the win-win. We want solutions. We want compromise. We want harmony. We want prosperity for everyone. We want a healthy, thriving planet. Now, the Mars one on the 11th is building to the one on the 16th, the final square. And this is where it's going to be intense. And then you have the Pisces new moon total solar eclipse on the 20th. I will come back and do another report for that one. It's a total solar eclipse. So you can see we're in a really intense month. Eclipses are the most powerful transit you can experience. They herald in major completions, major beginnings, new starts. I go into detail in the March forecast for what it means for you personally, but you can see we're in a really intense time now. These aspects are making all of us really look at our choices and look at what we're doing and seeing if we're getting the results we want, or what do we need to change. Do we need to change our health habits? Do we need to change our work habits? Do we need to change our beliefs? Do we need to change, what do you need to change? I go into detail in the March forecast for each particular sign. Now, Mercury enters Pisces on the 11th at the same time. Now, Mercury's a heady guy. He's an intellectual guy. He deals with facts and figures. Pisces is the sign of spirituality, creativity, fantasy. It's ruled by Neptune. Has nothing to do with facts and figures. So having Mercury in Pisces is going to be kind of strange. That starts on the 11th, and, you know, it'll be very easy to be misunderstood. So make sure when you're communicating, did I hear you correctly? Did you hear me correctly? Did I say this? Did you understand what I said? Make sure you're on the same page with everyone. Make sure they're on the same page with you. Because when the communicator planet goes into such a nebulous sign, and we've got all this intense energy going on. We got Mars squaring Pluto. Pluto and Uranus squaring each other. We're in eclipse season. You know, the energies are intense, and it's really going to bring up our emotions. And people could be raw, you know what I mean? Like they could be, you know, just like a switch. You know, you just could look at them the wrong way, or you wear a hat they don't like, or wear a coat they don't like, and you know, watch for being judgmental, or others being judgmental with you. This is one of the things I do not like about this Pluto-Uranus energy. Is the truth is we're all one human family. We are not separate from each other. That's the illusion, and that's what some religions preach, is separation, annihilation. And where's the love in that? Where is the love? Where's the love? Where's the love? I'd like to see it. So this is an intense time, and we do have some groups here that are going to act out in negative ways, or individuals who are not balanced, whether it's their health, whether they're on drugs, whether they're on alcohol, whether they're on pharmaceuticals, whatever, or they have mental illness, and they're acting out in negative ways. That is going to be some of the headlines with this Pluto-Uranus square, and then the Pisces new moon total solar eclipse on the 20th is going to, you know, also bring out the imbalance in some people that are not balanced in their mind, body, or spirit. And, you know, you either come from love or fear. When you come from love, you don't have to control anyone. When you come from love, you don't have to manipulate anyone. When you come from love, you don't have to hurt anyone or destroy anyone or challenge anyone or control. You have it within you. When you come from love, you have authentic power. And when you're truly powerful, you don't need anybody that has to follow your beliefs. You don't have to make everyone agree with you, because you agree with you. And you're in alignment with your mighty I am presence. You're in alignment with your Holy Christ self. You're in alignment with your God self, your spirit self. And that's love. You see the beauty in everyone. You see the beauty in all races. You see the beauty in all groups. Elderly, young, middle-aged, people in their 20s, people in their 30s. Everyone has value. Everyone matters. When you love everybody. When you fear, that's why you have to hurt people. People that are negative or abusive or act out in negative ways, that's because they're scared. They're in fear. They're afraid. They're afraid of everything. They're afraid of judgment. They're afraid of heaven and hell. They're afraid of this. They're afraid of that. They're afraid of this group. They're afraid of that group. Where's the power in that? There's no power in that. It's fear. And this is our opportunity to come from love and role model this love. And when we do that, we send this light out into the planet, and it lifts the planet up. It lifts humanity up. It raises the consciousness of everyone. And it's all about living an authentic life, being true to who you really are, being true to your soul, following what resonates for you, following what works for you. What works for you may not work for the other person. That's why I'm always coaching, do what's right for you. because what's right for you may not be right for me. What's right for me may not work for you. Do what's right for you. What's right for you may be different than your spouse or your business partner or your children. That doesn't mean they're wrong. It means they're doing what's right for them, you're doing what's right for you. And when you're not trying to control each other, you're coming from love. When you're needing to control each other and make everybody the same, you're coming from fear. Now Saturn is going retrograde in Sagittarius on March 14th. And this means the guru goes within. When Saturn retrogrades, it gives you an opportunity to digest, assimilate, and integrate all that you've learned since he went direct last year. I believe it was in July 2014. He went direct at the middle degrees of Scorpio, somewhere around the 20-degree mark, right around there. So, last 10 degrees of Scorpio up until these first 5 degrees of Sagittarius, you've been in a massive learning cycle with Saturn. He is the teacher's teacher. He is the guru's guru. And now the guru goes within. So it's about assimilating all that you've learned since last summer about yourself, about life, especially in Sagittarius. What do you believe? What do you believe now? Have any of your beliefs changed since last summer? This is an opportunity to look at your truth, your wisdom, what works for you, what's right for you. Following your heart, following your passion, doing what's right for you. This is a really important month. This is a power month. This is a time to make shifts and changes that are right for you. Let go of what no longer serves you. Let go of what's not working. When you do that, you soar higher. You're lighter. You're freer. And that's what it's about. It's about you living an authentic, empowered life with love and joy.